Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Nancy. This is Silky Intuitive. I'm going to take a look at Tuesday for us. It's been a busy day. I'm getting my mouth back in order, I think. A couple of my readings the past couple of days have had me tongue-tied, but we're getting over that. A little sip of tea. Now let's talk about us. This is going to look at a day in a life, somebody's life, anybody's life, maybe yours. Who knows, maybe mine. You never know who this is going to talk about. These are our daily readings. We're looking at Tuesday, the 14th of March. For anyone, someone, anyone. And it doesn't even have to be something that happens today. Energies are fluid. We can go from one day to the next and still experience things over and over again. Sort of like Groundhog Day without Bill Murray and Rick Overton, who I love them both dearly. And so here we go. And we're going to go in right there. Focus energy for a Tuesday. Four of Pentacles. Oh, by the way, this is the Albano Weight Tarot. Now, focus energy, the Four of Pentacles. So some of us are concentrating on money, and the boss. By the way, the Emperor is here. So is the Seven of Swords. And the Death card. The Four of Swords. And the Eight or Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. The Page of Wands. The World. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. Some of you, I think, are looking for upward mobility in the business that you are in. Some of you have actually expressed your desire for promotion to your bosses. Or you're considering it. Maybe you're applying for a new job that's opening up within your company, but I think you're finally getting your nerve together to ask for either a raise or a promotion or maybe both. I think you feel like you have earned it. Absolutely. You've changed. Some of you have absolutely changed. From the time you walked in the front door of the business that you are working for, you've performed well, you've shown yourself, and you've changed. You've expanded. You've learned through the company that you've been with, and you overcame certain obstacles within the business, but you've really made serious progress. I think the people that you work for are actually very observant, and they realize this. But I think for some reason, they're not acknowledging it. They're kind of holding back. They're holding back with their praise on anyone. These are not the type of people who go around praising their employees quite openly. In fact, it feels to me like there is really a bit of a cold atmosphere wherever it is, whoever I'm talking to. You're working in an atmosphere where the boss is rather silent on the day-to-day. The status quo, he walks through the door, pours himself a cup of coffee, or her, and walks into their office and closes their door. And from that moment on, you are pretty much by yourself to run things. And you've learned and you've grown and you've really never asked for anything from these people except for a weekly paycheck. I think you're starting to feel the pressure and the anxiety of not being recognized, of not having the I don't want to say approval, because approval isn't it. The recognition. All you want is the recognition. Through finances, by the way. And I've always said that if you are an employer, the best way that you can honor your employees is with good money and good benefits. And they will always do a brilliant job for you as long as you treat them well. We're talking about somebody who really feels like they're not getting the kind of acknowledgement on the job that they would like. But I think we've got a cycle coming due. Something wants to change around your situation. And I almost feel that if you approach this person, even though there's a fear there, because this person does come across as kind of cold and absent, there will be some sort of reciprocation. Because the one thing that they don't want is to lose you. They don't want to find out that you are going to leave them, because you are, after all, the best employee they have ever had. They realize you've worked hard for them, and they can see the things that you've built on, and how well you've learned, and how much you've grown. And for whoever this is, I really think that with all of these pentacles here, patience. With patience and planning and divine timing, you will find the right opportunity to approach these people about a new beginning. About a new beginning, even promotion, which is absolutely here with the Death card. You've gotten your shit together. You really understand now what you're dealing with. As hard as the learning process was in this job, I think you've really come along to know what you're doing. And even though it feels like you've had to self-teach on this job because your employer is kind of a distant kind of an asshole, male or female, you've got a real prick on your hands here. Whoever this asshole is. They're cold, they're distant, they just expected you to walk through the door, learn the job on your own as you go. They really didn't want to be bothered with you. And what happened is you turned into this brilliant, shining example of an employee. And you've done a brilliant job for them. And now I really think that with divine timing, you're thinking that maybe the divine timing is now to ask for something better. A raise, a promotion, a leg up, better benefits, however you want to put it. You think you've earned it. I think you've earned it. It's actually something that you've been waiting for. Okay? And maybe you're ready for something contractual. Like a partnership of some kind. Even. Don't. They wanted to jump out of my hands. Okay, So let's see, what do we have on this first row? We have the surprise, the faithfulness, and the melancholy. Well, to me, melancholy is really reflecting on how you've gotten where you are. With faithfulness, that really, to me, is all about having faith in yourself. And maybe what this is saying is you really need to believe that as far as you've come and as much as you've grown on this path to whatever you're doing right now, I think once you have made your intentions known to this person, you'll know, they will know where you stand. And you will probably know where they stand too, because we have a surprise here attached to this faith in oneself. The assuredness that you've grown and developed enough to hold this guy accountable for his actions, because he did nothing. And you learned that job wherever you're at pretty much on your own, without much guidance from him, and you did it. You accomplished what you set out to do. And now it's time for reciprocation. Now, here, the second row. We've got the Four of Swords here with the Nine of Swords. This kind of upset, depression, connected to this action. And I can say this is mental thinking. I don't know if this is actually someone's actions that puts you there. Let's see. The Doctor. Constancy. And the Old Woman. Well, the Old Woman talks about long-awaited change. You know, she's kind of faithful too. She gives great advice if she represents a mother, a grandmother. So maybe this is saying you need to talk to someone. You need advice maybe from someone who can fix this. Someone who is faithful. Someone who you can have trust in. That's what constancy is all about. It's knowing that someone has a constant interest in you. There is a constant flow of energy to you. And I think it's from this mature individual, male or female. They're just incredibly nurturing. And they are there to help, because the Doctor can represent a doctor if you need a shrink or something. And that's okay. That's all right. You know. Mental health is definitely important. If you are seeking this advice, I think it's going to come from someone more mature, like a grandparent, like an aunt, an uncle, an older sister, your mother, your father, the next door neighbor, the old lady who says a lot of crazy shit, but you know, sometimes there's a lot of wisdom in that crazy shit. So she may have something important to say to you. Now, let's see what this third row says. The World, the Seven, and the Six of Pentacles. The Gift. The Death card. The Death card. And the Letter, which talks about actual communication. And so I think the communication you may be waiting on, I think it comes through very positively here with the gift here. The gift card says that anything that happens here in this situation is going to be something really welcome. It's going to be a very welcome thing into your life. And here we have the transformative, the incredibly transformative nature of whatever this promotion, this better way from your employer seems to be. I see that there's something important, almost feels life-changing, about this position in life. And anytime we're welcoming in more money, a better position in life, better benefits, it's always a gift. And it can be transformative, depending on how deep the appreciation from this guy goes. So I do see that there is something good and balanced and generous that comes out of this situation for whoever it is. For whoever it is that this is applying to. It's a day in the life, like I said. This is the way my readings come out. Today, it's all about money and promotion and achieving a better way. And if that applies to you, maybe this reading was meant for you. Now, if you want to take a closer look at your own personal situation, reach out to me through my Weebly website. Go to the contact page. Tell me what it is that you want, and I will get back to you with the invoicing, and we'll get that situation going so we can get to a private reading just for you. Now, at my Vimeo channel, I have a growing library, and yes, it is going to be growing again this year. I just renewed, so you can expect some brand new stuff coming from me. Energy readings for all 12 signs, and love readings, always, for the monthlies. Available at my Vimeo link. You can check those out. I leave that link down below for you. So, until tomorrow, when we look at Wednesday, the 14th, and until then, take care of yourselves and one another. Please be well, and peace.